It's Monday morning and we are coming off a super busy weekend for the toy store. The shop was slammed this weekend, which is really good, right? We had our first Whatnot show on Friday. We sold about 250 items. So we spent all day Saturday packing up the orders. Now this is only about a third of what we put out already, maybe half. The post office needs to finish picking these up, and there are last night's eBay orders. And then yesterday, which was Sunday, we started refilling the shelves over at the toy store, sorting through the 32K buy and clearing off some shelves. We are going to be ready for tomorrow's Whatnot stream, and I'm going to tell everybody what we're going to do, what's going to happen. So today I am cleaning off this set of shelves right here. Okay. We learned pretty quickly when we were packing up orders Saturday that you have to be super organized once the show's done. We spent a lot of time while we were shipping product looking for the items. We had stacked them on this table, kind of in order. And yeah, we spent a lot of time digging for items. So tomorrow when we do our show, when we sell an item, and I'm just going to use this as the example, say this is the item we sell, we're going to do it just like a bookshelf. 1 through whatever. You're going to be able to find it and it's going to help us out. Also today we are picking out toys for tomorrow's show. So we need to come up with 250 items, and it shouldn't take that long to do. I've already got some stuff picked out, and we are also going to clean this up quite a bit. So a pretty packed day today, and we are kind of excited. The Whatnot show was a lot of fun. We're going to try out some different shipping profiles this time around, maybe keep some of the box sizes smaller. We had some really big boxes for the post office. I mean, it was kind of crazy. One person bought 40 items, so you can imagine the box size. So first thing we're going to do, I'm going to start picking out items for the show. I will be pricing toys. I'm doing that all at the same time and digging through the shelves. We're going to knock a lot of things out today. Should be pretty productive. So let's kind of get into it here. A vast majority of our items were in the 1 to 2 pound category. All right. We are renaming our categories. We're going to have under a pound, 1 to 2 pounds, 2 to 3 pounds, 3 to 4 pounds, 4 to 5 pounds, and that's it. I'm going to guess tomorrow almost everything will be below a pound, 1 to 2 pounds, and then maybe a few things in the 2 to 3 pound. All right, so these right here, like the Batman animated series figs, these are going to be 1 to 2 pound. Your wrestling figs, 1 to 2 pound. Barbie, 1 to 2 pound. I think we kind of get it, right? Lots of things go in that group. And then where we ran into a lot of problems, big, long items, and that boiled down to we didn't have the right boxes. So we spent about $1,000 this weekend on boxes, right? We talked about this before. We never go into things halfway. We've got a lot of boxes coming, and that should make our jobs a little bit easier. Before we get too far into it, I want to talk logistics. The post office guy, he's a really great guy. His name's Dave, but he's not going to be able to fit our Whatnot orders after today into his little post office truck. So we're going to have to come up with something different. We've talked with the post office. We've kind of got an idea what the procedure is. But these bags, and you can see these bags. Now these bags, yeah, they work, right? I could throw these in the back of my truck. If this Whatnot thing takes off, maybe we need a box truck, a flatbed. We both have pickups, my brother and I. But do we want to put pallets in and out of the back? I don't know. There's a lot going on. There really is. I liked using the tubs. I really did. The problem we had, I bounced around too much. This time around, we're going to put, 50 items in a tub. We're going to run them, and then we'll switch it up if we need to. but empty the tub out before you move on to something else. Good lesson to learn there, and that's what we're going to stick with. We want to dummy proof whatever system we come up with. We get it down, it's efficient, it works for the setup we have, and we're able to bring in help to move things along. So the best way to do that is to keep it really simple, make it so everything's visible, and doing the toys out of the tubs, like once we count them out, sort them by weight, get them into the tubs, put the weight on the tub. That would make it so if I'm running an auction, I can just say, hey, will you grab me another tub of 1 to 2 pound items or small items or whatever you're going to call your categories. You just want to dummy proof it. That's the whole deal. And that's the only way I know how to say it. If you're a dummy, I don't know what to tell you, but that's what it is. And then when we sell the items, again, I'll have it probably right up here. 1 to 2 pound items go here. And then we're also going to have to train someone to help us ship, to help us box things up. So we need to figure out a really good way to say, go get the next 10 orders, box them up. We'll have to come up with a whole system. That's what it boils down to. On Saturday, my brother and I, we were boxing things up, and it was just super inefficient. We only had 50 boxes, which I say only, that is a lot, but we should have been able to get through that much faster. It took a full 8 hours from start to finish to get everything boxed up. Here's how we're gonna lay it out for the second show. I've got about 40 toys in this tub, and then I'll probably have 40 or so toys in this one, and then the next one, and then we will line the tables up starting right here, kind of lay it down and put our tubs with everything we are going to run. We're going to really try to steer away from grabbing stuff randomly and running it. And I'm trying to put some signs up here. We do have kind of the new guy will be here Tuesday. That's Jonathan. He's been here before, but we've never done this before. So Suzette will be here. She'll be running the front side of the store, doing the cash register over there. And here are some other items I kind of snagged from the toy store that have been sitting for a little bit. Things like these purse pets. We have a bunch of these. One thing we will not do is pillage the toy shop to do these whatnot auctions. It's kind of going to be the other way around. The more we can sell out of here that we have a bunch of, the faster we can get new inventory in for the shop. I wanted to get some dinosaurs out of here. Look at all those wrestling figs. I want to do those. And then let's not even talk about Funko. Should we throw some Funko in there? Maybe. Maybe. We might save that Funko for its own kind of clearance Funko show. And what else did I want to put in some of these tubs? There's a lot. We definitely have case packs of the bath toys. I mean, there's a bunch up there, as we can see, but buried in this massive new pile of doom, there are case packs of bath toys. And do I even want to try to get into that? I think right there, is that a case pack of bath toys? No, it's big. The boxes are big. You get 12 bath toys per deal. And we're probably going to run some of those. We're definitely going to run some of those Star Wars and the Disney ones. But we will have to also run some of the cars. Does Disney do cars, or is that Pixar? Either way, I'm going to get some of these down, and we are getting close to having everything picked out. It went really quick this time. It's about lunchtime. Last time I really struggled bust on what to put in there. Not so much this time. We're definitely learning. We are freeing up some shelf space, and we really need to do that. Don't forget, the busy time of the year for us is coming. Like this is the slow time, and we're already slammed. I'm trying to think of the schedule. If you're doing your whatnot shows on Tuesdays and Fridays, you're going to spend Wednesdays and Saturdays boxing up for shipping. And I think I can really prep for these whatnot shows in 2 to 3 hours, now that we've kind of got the system down. So the prep work isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And if you take out eBay, this is going to be a rambly video. If you take out having to do a bunch of eBay, you're going to make up some time somewhere. Does that make any sense? I think we've got everything picked out ready for the auction. These are rough estimates. Under a pound. I've got about 70 items in here. Tony's bags, mystery balls, this dress. It was just hanging around, so we're gonna run it. Smalls, 1 to 2 pounds, 50-ish, 60 items each tub. 1, 2 tubs, 3 tubs. So just in 1 to 2 pound and under a pound, I think we are probably close to 250 items. We're gonna run a few of the comic book cover Funko, and then we're gonna run some bigger items. Not sure how many of these we're gonna do, 20 or 30, and that is going to be tomorrow's Whatnot auction. I had everything picked out in a couple hours. Didn't have to weigh as many items, kind of knew what was going on. We're gonna box up some of this clearance Funko. It's a big stack, it really is, and I want it off this table. We're gonna run this on Whatnot eventually, but it's not gonna be this show. This show, we are trying to make sure our shipping profiles work, the custom shipping profiles, and all of that jazz. And we've got everything picked out. I've got everything about cleaned up, but I really do want to get this Funko out of the way. We might throw some of these in the giveaways for tomorrow's stream. We'll just kind of see what I can come up with here. As far as being set up and ready to go, we're basically there. I just need to clear off these tables. I really do. I want to get these tables cleared off. And then all the shelves, they look pretty good. Got them all cleaned out. We will put all the items that were sold on these shelves, kind of like a bookshelf. So you can just go through and pull what you need. And then once that happens, once we get it all shipped, I'll probably load these shelves up for the next show, or load up the tubs, put things on these shelves for Whatnot. This area looks a lot different than it did when we started the day. Looks really clean. Tomorrow we'll just flip the TV around, put up the setup, and we will be ready to go. I think it's going to be around 300 items total, which is a little bit more than we did last time, but we are also running a lot more smaller, tiny items. I think we're gonna run 80 or 90 smaller items. There isn't anything big this time around. That's kind of what we wanted to do. Nothing really long, nothing odd shaped that we're gonna have to box up. Some of the bigger items that we have will be maybe Lego sets, maybe a couple of these bath toys, but nothing too big. We kind of got burnt last time. We ran some big dogs that we could not find boxes for, and it really just threw everything off. So, ready to go for tomorrow, and I am waiting on my brother to print out the tags, and then I'm gonna get out of here. It is my day off, quote unquote. There are no more days off, especially with the holidays coming, but I enjoy doing this stuff, and I would be sitting at home probably saying to myself, I could be getting that clearance Funko out of the way right now. We'll finish it up. I hope everybody is having a good start to your week. Be sure to check out the referral link. It will be below. If anybody makes it this far in the videos, I'm really impressed. Like, share, subscribe, check out the Whatnot stream. And until next time, I will see you later.